no one at that one. Good evening. Call this meeting for the Buxton Planning Board for July 28th to order. First on the agenda is a Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of Allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next item on the agenda is Jamie Garland of Maine Land Development Consultants Incorporated on behalf of 207 Landscaping. They're applying for a conditional use application for a 60 by 60 office building and also a 60 by 60 garage and a 12-bay material storage located on Commerce Drive, map 9, lot 27-1-4. Good evening.
Before we start, I just want to make a motion to recuse myself for being the seller of the property.
Okay,
And literally my name, yeah, so
okay.
just from, I can sit over there, sit here and be
You're
silent.
fine there.
Do you need a second?
Someone else should probably make the motion. Do you want to make the motion?
Yep. Make a motion that Roger Tracy recuse himself from, Jimmy Garland on behalf of 207 Landscaping. Commerce Drive, map 9, lot 27-1-4.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion by Craig and a second by Scott. Discussion, all those in favor? Would be 3 with 1 abstaining. Thank you, Roger.
Yep.
Okay, can you briefly give us a idea of what you're planning on doing?
Yeah, good evening. Again, Jamie Garland with Mainland Development Consultants. I'm here tonight with 207 Landscaping the applicant and Great Falls Construction, the GC for the project. We're proposing a 60 by 60 facility located off of Commerce Drive. This is going to be the new home for 207 Landscaping. So we got a 60 by 60 building. We'll have a 60 by 60 garage. There are also storage bins, which are currently on site. You can see when we drive past the site. Parking for staff and customers. I will note when you look at some of the parking, we've made parking stalls that will fit a trailer and the truck together to store those in one location. This proposed project does require Maine DEP NERPA permitting as well as stormwater law permitting, which have been submitted, and we're currently going through the process with that. It's a combination of pavement on site, which then transitions into gravel. There are 2 stormwater ponds on the site, one in the central location of the property, and then one to the rear of the property. The site will have an underground subsurface wastewater disposal system, as well as a private well located on site, and 2 fuel storage facilities for the equipment. And I've got the team here to answer any questions we can.
Okay, and you're proposing 2 60 by 60 buildings?
Yes, one is a garage space, the other one is an office/retail space.
Are they connected?
Yes,
And you're planning on retail sales also?
yes.
What items would you be selling retail?
Can I have the applicant come up?
Sure.
Good
Hi,
afternoon.
good evening.
Sal Chinchilla with 207.
Yep,
So we're planning on selling perennials, annuals,
okay,
mulch, loam,
okay,
about wood chips, playground wood chips for kids' playgrounds. Firewood, we plan on selling some of that too.
okay,
And some of that retail, we plan on selling some of the arborist supplies
okay,
for the horticulture and the tree man around the Buxton area.
okay.
So that's just some of the things that we plan on doing.
Are you planning on harvesting or preparing firewood on site?
Yes, yes,
Okay. That should be in your application also.
yep.
All right, Scott, questions?
Thank you for coming back. I like the onset, I like the looks of your building. Looks pretty handsome. Something that should fit in nicely. So you're gonna be selling perennials and things like that. Where are you gonna store those, on pavement?
So there's a porch area that we plan on putting them right on the porch, so that when customers come in, you know, that they can go in and buy them and use them at their home. Does that answer your question?
So it's not gonna be a large volume.
It's not gonna be a massive volume of perennials and annuals. It's just gonna be enough to, you know, about 20 to 40 plants each time.
I could, Andy Kazuska with Great Falls Construction, pre-construction manager. We have, I don't know if you have the architectural drawings available as well, but there's yeah, there you go. So that front porch area is about 10 feet deep, so kind of there to store bags of mulch, that sort of thing for sale, all undercover, allowing ample space for, you know, the customers to get in and out and get to those materials as well. So kind of that old-time materials, you know, things are available at the front of the building type of situation.
What are you looking for employees? How many employees you looking to have?
Well, we're looking to have anywhere from 25 to 30 at the very max.
And your hours, I think you had 8 to 4 Monday through Friday? Or 8 to
Like
something?
7 to 5, Monday through Friday. Depending on how the community and the demand goes, there might be like half a day on Saturdays, just because there's a lot of, it's a hard-working community, and we want to make sure that we can cater to those ones that take Saturdays off as well, potentially.
I would suggest just adding Saturday in now so that you don't have to come back.
Okay. Then we'll add it.
Right, yeah, just put in there what you want.
Yep.
8 to 5 for Saturday, or
Might as well.
be my suggestion for that.
Yep.
I saw the lighting plan, but can you provide a larger scale, larger map?
Yes.
My eyes aren't what they used to be.
I debated on doing the 24 by 36, and I said, let's just do the 11 by 17, but we'll get you a large.
I would
format.
probably say, put this plan here, which I'm trying to find again, and add the lighting to that. which maybe it is on there.
We show on one of the plans, we do show the fixture. Yeah, this plan, this is the same
that-
plan. We do show the fixtures on there, but do you want the photometric plan or the lighting plan? I mean, just the schematic for the lighting, or do you want the photometric with the candlelight?
I saw the photometrics, that I can kind of, just think on this plan here, if you could just show where the post, and on the building as well. Do we have this sheet? I thought we did, but I can't find it again.
I'll clarify this on the next submission, just make sure we get the details right. Lights, parking lights, and then the outside ones are easy.
Okay. Do we have a 24 by 30 sheet of that?
That should have been in the plan submission.
I looked in mine, I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I don't recall seeing anything like that.
C2.1, I think.
C2. The only one I didn't open.
Me too.
My apologies. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. Get out, you're ahead. Perfect. Okay, so there's building, parking, lighting, that shows lighting on the building. On your, I saw it on here, again, I apologize, I only had a couple hours just to look at this. The roof is a charcoal, looks like it's a brown trim, or black, charcoal trim.
Yeah, the trim is a darker gray trim, windows are black, the roof is a charcoal gray standing seam metal roof, and the siding is white.
And it's gonna be white.
Yeah.
And that's a smart board that's using?
Yeah, so it'll be a board over batten situation, so it'll be a wider face with a gap between on most of the building. On the porch area, that'll actually be a true pine board in a board and batten fashion.
Yep.
With a kind of a solid stain on it to also be white, but it'll be, when you're on that porch, you'll have a real nice tactile feel of real wood there.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I recall seeing a reverse board batten before.
Yeah, it's a nice way of, with the new requirements for rain screen and those sorts of things, it's a nice way to get that kind of drainage plane behind most of the siding. And it kind of looks cool too, because you just get that kind of fine recess every 12 inches or so.
Yeah, thank you. I noticed in the application, you look like you're asking for amendment to a waiver on signs. I don't think that's anything we can do. But you should have 3 opportunities for signs anyway. If you're gonna have your sign on the building, you have your freestanding sign with a reader board. And I don't know, maybe Roger can answer this, but is the development gonna be putting in a campus sign?
I don't believe there's an easement for it, so,
So there'll be no campus.
yeah, unless one of the front lots provides an easement for it, I don't think we can make anybody do anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if I can speak to that, there is a monument sign proposed, and that's in your packet.
Yep.
With a digital reader board on it, which luckily you guys just put into effect, so we
Yep.
can do that. There's also 3 smaller signs on the building. So there's one right above the front door, if you look at that front door piece, which is just that kind of oval 207 logo. There's another one of those on the Commerce Drive in the gable of the same size. And then there's a similar sign that's on the kind of the Narragansett face of the garage. So we have 3 smaller signs that aggregate to less than what the requirement is, but they are 3 separate signs. So it's not technically what your signage code allows. One reason we're doing that is we're reusing signs from his existing building.
That's why I was kind of,
Yeah.
figured they kind of looked familiar. I went by the other business this morning.
Yeah, so, we're hoping to do that and just get those small kind of little pieces of signage on the building rather than one great big, whatever it is, 100 square foot sign that's allowed
Okay. Moving forward for the, on page 11-47 of our ordinance, there is a note in there that needs to be added to the plan set. So just take a note of that.
That was 11-47?
Yes, sir, on the bottom of that page. I forget exactly what it says now. It has to do with the building portion of it. Where are you with permitting? Because I think part of your, so that's a stream that crosses in the corner. You're adjacent to a stream, correct?
Correct. We filed back in May with the DEP for both the applications for the wetlands impact as well as the stormwater law permit. If anybody knows how dealing with the DEP is right now, it's all online and you wait until they assign you somebody. So we're in that flux phase right now.
Okay. Isn't it a 100-foot setback from streams?
75.
It's 75? Okay. I think that's all I have. Oh, and plus we have more questions to come. We have section 10 and section 11, but section 10 for sure, and then just need to look at section 11. There's, online, we have a checklist for the building stuff that could be helpful. That's it for now.
Greg?
So you have some current storage bins now, some waste blocks storage bins there now, and it says you're gonna relocate the existing ones and install new concrete bays. Can you tell me about that a little bit? You're gonna reuse existing waste
Anything that's
blocks?
there, we're going to reuse and just relocate them to within the setbacks until align with the site that we've laid out now.
Okay, so where, are they going where it's proposed on the plan now, or is that?
Right, what's shown on the plan is what's proposed now. It's about 10 feet back on both sides, they were in the setbacks.
Yep. Where are they now, currently?
In the same locations, so if you're looking at the southeast portion of the plan,
Yep.
you see those bins?
Yep.
Those are representative of what's there now. The other side, we're converting that into one larger bin.
Okay, that was my next question. Okay. All right, how many employees you think you'll have?
25 to 30 max,
Okay. Okay,
depends.
all right, so it looks like your well is outside of the exclusion zone.
Correct, we do have to, you'll note that, I believe the fire chief provided comments with the bulk, with the fuel storage on site.
Yep.
We've got to look at that and just may possibly do some reconfiguration.
Right, okay, yep. So you'll do 2 500-gallon fuel tanks?
Correct.
Okay, all right,
It's the secondary containment system and
yep. I think I'm good for rate at the moment, Jerry.
Okay. Can you designate on the plan where the handicapped parking is going to be?
yes, we will.
And is one, I think one sufficient?
Oh, dumpster pad needs to be, should be fenced in.
Yes.
It's visible to 202.
Yep. So you have to provide screening to the dumpster pad. I think you're gonna have to apply for also a permit for manufacturing to process firewood. So we're gonna need that, and where that's gonna be stored and where that's gonna be processed. The 2 500-gallon fuel tanks are gonna need to be approved by the state before they're installed. And we need a response. Did you get the letter from code enforcement for July 23rd? You have that?
Yes.
Okay. So we need someone to sign the application.
That's been done.
Okay. Provide responses to section 8 to be in tab 6.
We do that.
Okay.
I think everything that you've mentioned.
Okay. What about section 10? We need that, correct? Okay. And then you need to demonstrate how the building meets 1128. When I can see preliminary, the architecture looks fine to me,
Yeah.
but,
Did a good job.
so. Okay. Any other additional comments or questions from the board? Do you have any comments or questions from code office? Okay. How does the board want to proceed?
I'd like to get the 10 in before we do anything.
Okay. All right, so we'll get the rest of that information and then we'll go from there?
Yeah, one question we had, and this
Sure.
may be to the code enforcement.
Yep.
You sent us, one of the documents was a list of probably 3 pages with line items in there, with blanks. Do you want us to fill that out, or is that a tool for the town?
Was that the checklist for the business commercial design standards?
Probably.
Was that it?
Section, yeah, I think it's section
1128.
10 or something, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Isn't it?
It had, it referred to page numbers. It looked like a checklist for the town to use, but if it,
Yeah, that was the design standard for the building. That's so that that's kind of for us, so that we see it gets done and we know where to look to see that it.
So you'd like us to fill that out? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there's everything from site planning through architectural items, and it's, yeah, it's a pretty comprehensive list.
Okay. If it's not applicable, then just say why.
Okay.
Don't just do NA.
Yeah, don't say NA, please, just say it's not there or it's not needed or whatever.
The single business.
Okay, are you fairly confident what we're asking for you?
yes.
Okay.
I appreciate your time tonight.
Yep, and we'll hopefully see you at the next meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, good evening.
Thank you, guys. Good so far.
Yeah, very good. Looks like
Yeah,
it's gonna be a nice
it's a good looking
project.
building.
All right, I'll give everybody a moment to put all their paperwork away and break out the new paperwork. Okay, so we're ready to move on to the next applicant?
Just about.
Okay, okay. Next item on the agenda is James Lowry from, from physical engineer from BH2M on behalf of MFO Properties LLC. This is a primary subdivision application for a 6-unit condominium complex on Spruce Swamp Road, map 8, lot 14. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you all this
Good, how are you?
Good. So again, James Lowry, BH2M here on behalf of Brian Plowman and MFOO Properties LLC. As you noted, the project is a 6-unit condominium complex off of Spruce Swamp Road, just past the Libby Drive subdivision, right down just to the south of the project. The overall parcel of this project is just over 23 acres. What we're doing is situated right up here in the very front piece adjacent to Spruce Swamp. I wanted to take just a couple of minutes and go through some of the particulars of the site. Sebago Technics had done a wetland delineation a couple of years ago, I believe for a previous owner. They delineated wetlands throughout the parcel, a large complex here, sort of to the south or west. This small wetland complex there is a significant vernal pool shown the 250 limited disturbance setback off of that. This complex right in behind where the development will go includes a pond, and because of the size of it and the wetlands associated, it will be, or it is classified as a wetland of special significance, has a 75-foot buffer associated with that. That buffer can get reduced through a PBR with the DEP. We're not proposing that at this point, but, you know, if things needed, we could do that. And then a small wetland complex right here along Spruce Swamp, adjacent to the culvert that goes under the road and then on out to, in the Little River watershed. There is a ridge. I'll flip over. There's no questions there. Just a small, you know, small ridge drainage divide right in here behind where we're going to be building the condo duplex units. So most of the developed portion of the site will drain out back towards Spruce Swamp Road and the culvert there. Had noted the 3 buildings, they're roughly 39 by 46. Each building will have 2 units. The units are situated to have a couple of bedrooms, a garage. There's space in the driveway right out front for an additional parking space. The access drive and access sort of entrance and the access drive will be paved 24 feet in width, and we've done a stormwater management, prepared a stormwater management report, done the calculations, and we'll have a detention basin right up here in the sort of the north east corner of the site that will discharge back out towards Spruce Swamp Road. And there is a small amount of grading right there in the wetland, a little bit of the pavement and grading off of that. 760 square feet, so that below the threshold for a DEP permit, but we will have to do the notification to the Army Corps of Engineers. We've shown 3 wells around the site, 1 for each building, 3 septic tanks, each behind the building, with approximate location of a disposal field in the, you know, back in behind where the condos will go. Part of the application material, we had provided some HHE 200s from Frick Associates. And your comments on the previous application made me think to remind you that we don't have any pole-mounted lights. Probably will be some, you know, porch flood-style lights on the units themselves. And with that, I will answer any questions you all may have.
Okay. Roger, since you're out of the doghouse, you have any comments?
No, I was just looking at it. Looks like you guys are going to have 3 wells, so it won't be a public water. And then just having those, showing the setback 100 feet back from the wells, when you have a more precise location of the wastewater disposal.
And what we did on that was, based on the location of this, we did an exclusion zone around that to locate where the wells were.
Okay.
So just for
then-
clarity, instead of the other way around like you may see.
Yeah, I don't have any questions at the moment other than that.
Craig?
So you do plan on drilling 3 individual wells? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Some of that will be coordinated with the driller or with the builder.
Yeah.
But that's what we wanted to show was the location that, you know, we had 3 that were somewhat spaced to provide a service to each of the buildings.
Okay. So, with that being said, the tank for each building, but there's only one septic system?
Correct.
Okay, so being a condo complex, each unit is gonna get sold individually?
Yep.
So how's that gonna work with the septic system when something fails?
They will, depending
It's
on.
gonna have to be a homeowner association.
Right, there will be, I mean, typically with a condominium, you're buying just the inside of your structure. And then there may be some limited common elements outside of that that you have direct control over.
Okay.
But then there are other elements beyond that that the condo association will be responsible for. Septic system being one of them, detention basin, you know, the stormwater
Yep.
maintenance would be
Maintenance of
another
those.
that would, you know, require shared, common responsibility for maintenance.
So on the wells, say if one of those go dry or something happens, a pump fails,
Yep.
are those wells under the control of the association, or is that for each individual owner?
Yeah, where they're shared, they would be in some way a shared cost. So I don't know if Brian has those particulars laid out yet of whether, if something happened to this well up here, for instance, if that would be solely, you know, say units 1 and 2, if presuming that's what's serving it, similar to, say if this septic tank needed to be pumped, I think it would be prudent to set it up so that if you had somebody come in and pump a septic tank, they would pump all 3 of
They
them.
should do all.
But that still would be worked out with the builder, with Brian, and how he wants to set things up with his attorney.
Okay.
I would presume that most of the costs are going to be somewhat equally divided.
Okay. I guess I'd want to see a little more
Yep.
detail on that part. Otherwise, I think I'm okay for right now.
Okay.
I don't see anything that jumps out at me.
So all these units are gonna be individually sold, correct?
Correct.
It's not gonna be 6 units that are gonna be rented out by one entity or managed. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do. I will confirm that with
Okay.
Brian on how he's planning on doing that, whether, if he's gonna, as condominiums, they're typically sold to individual
Yes.
purchasers.
Yes.
Rather than, say, you know, a duplex that he would maintain ownership of and then
Right.
rent. But I can confirm that with him.
Okay. I think we're gonna need a copy of the condo association
Yeah.
bylaws and
Definitely.
whatever declarations or whatever, because that's a good question. If well number 1 fails, is condo 1 and 2 responsible and nobody else? Or if something happens to, I would agree, if something happens to the leach bed, then everybody would be involved.
Right.
Is that all gonna be positive drain to the leach bed, or are they all gonna be pumped?
That's, where that's situated is slightly uphill.
Okay.
So it would require, what I would presume, a pump right out.
Because
of
you
the
have quite a
septic.
distance from unit 1 to the field
Yeah.
itself.
Yep.
Okay. I think they would want some kind of, in the association, they would want some kind of basic inspection that would be done, you know, in a timely fashion to make sure this doesn't become a problem. But that's up to them. I'll leave that up to them.
You mean after it's been operational?
Yes.
Right,
And like you said, generally, the inside of the condo is your domain.
Right.
But everything on the exterior is the association.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
and I don't know this, but I would presume, you know, like, say for unit 1, they may have an area right there, around their,
Yep.
their driveway that
Yep.
they could plant and do whatever
Oh,
they
yeah.
want,
Yep.
you know. But
Okay.
I'll make sure we clarify that,
You're aware that Spruce Swamp Road is unpaved and dirt?
yes.
Okay. And you're proposing to pave basically everything that we've seen on the plan?
Yeah, come off of the gravel with asphalt.
Okay. Got a note from the transfer station that all household refuge will be the responsibility of the association to dispose of. So we will need,
Was that a comment that came out?
yes,
Okay,
we'll need a location of a dumpster. Well, I have one here that
No.
says no issues from Craig Hofferman, then I have another one here saying no curbside pickup.
No issue.
Look at the,
One's for the 207, and the no issues is for this property here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the residential unit.
Oh, I didn't, where's,
So each house will be given their own trash
where's
cans?
this say? Oh, okay, okay, all right, so, excuse me, I
Need the
misspoke.
bold print.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
I did the
So-
same thing yesterday.
Sorry, I got confused. So then, obviously, the town will provide you with receptacles for trash.
that's what I was under the impression,
Yes,
is that
yes,
this has municipal service?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I would assume.
And if not, you know, we could go private, but.
Yeah, I'm all set for now. Scott?
Assuming two-story units?
Oh, yes, and I realized, and I'll pass this to you. That's not the exact, but it was provided. So you can get a general sense of the architecture, but yeah, essentially it's once you see it, you'll notice that, you know, you've got the garage at ground level, that slab, and then that will have some utility mechanical space down on that level, and then essentially 2 living spaces above that.
One other quick question, not to interrupt Scott, but a previous owner dug a rather large hole on the property. Has that been taken care of, or what's the status of that?
That's still there. It looked to me like it was like a sediment type of trap or basin.
No, I think he tried.
foundation hole.
Is that what it was?
Yes.
But I thought it might have been associated with
That
the,
obviously will be addressed.
yes. That's roughly in the area that we're proposing the stormwater basin.
Okay.
So that will all be, you know, taken care of. I didn't realize it was a foundation hole.
Got it. Yes, it was. Now probably a wetland. Okay, Scott, sorry to interrupt.
That's okay. Are these units gonna be sprinkled?
We will have to confirm that with Brian. I don't think sprinkling would be his first option, but I'm presume that the town has other fire protection standards that he would need to meet if they're not sprinkled.
We just changed it, right?
So we have the option of a in-ground water cistern or sprinkling.
Yes,
We took the fire pond option away at the June town meeting.
yes,
So either cistern or sprinkled.
yes.
Okay.
Yep. There's some of the things that have been popping up, just for a heads up on subdivisions, which this is like mailboxes. The post office is no longer doing individual mailboxes, they're doing gang mailboxes.
Yep.
I don't know if that's what they would want here, as opposed to going to 6 doors.
They won't go into private roads anymore. They have to be a gang mailbox.
Yep,
So you'll need a gang mailbox out on the roadway somewhere.
Somewhere out at,
Yep.
okay.
yep.
If the town is providing trash containers, they're large trash containers, they're 96-gallon trash containers. When you start putting those out on the side of the road, it's gonna probably block this driveway, so you might wanna take something into account with that, or not.
You might want to detail a spot on the side of Spruce Pump where they can be stored.
Yeah.
Snow removal, you're just planning to push the snow end to end?
Yeah, that's my thought. Between the wetland and the stormwater basin, we'll have some guardrail along both of these stretches of pavement. So, yeah, they'll have to come in and just go, it's a little bit of a extended paved area on both ends.
Yep.
So I think that would be how they manage that.
Okay. Are you allowed to put snow in a stormwater basin? Are you allowed to push snow into it?
No, if this is below the DEP stormwater law threshold, but they wouldn't allow that. So, and it's not a good practice.
So you really kind of just have to push it off into one end.
Right.
Unless that basin doesn't.
A little bit of room
above
up there.
that, but
Okay. Yeah, I think the other comment I had was just condo bylaws, and we still need questions answered for. We still need section 10 answered. We got 8.2, correct?
Yes.
I didn't see anything for 10.
so section 10 of the
Section
zoning
10.
ordinance?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Any additional comments?
You may not, yeah, just kind of a, for a fact. You have any idea what the price point's gonna be for these?
I do not. No, I don't. I'm sure Brian has an idea. I don't know if he'll be able to get to subsequent meetings, but I could, we could give a general, I could have that at least to give a anecdotal idea.
Thank you.
One thing on the plan that I notice versus the septic design on page 2, they show individual tanks for each unit, so that'd be, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4,
These 6 tanks.
be 8 tanks. Be 6 tanks. Oh, wow,
6
we
tanks.
Okay, so then this plan should be updated, septic design should be updated, because right now you show 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you show 8 8 units on the plan.
Right, and what these were is Frick had done 2 different designs. One was for 4 units, and one was for whatever, I think it was 16.
8 units. Looks like 8 units.
8
on-
units or 8
It
buildings?
says a max of 9 units, I believe.
Okay.
So we'll need the plan to be,
Yeah, it says,
I'll see if we can get an updated HHE 200 from them.
yeah, it says proposed 8
Yep.
duplex units, 8 2-bedroom duplex units, 16 total bedrooms, 90 gallons a day,
Okay.
which is 1,440 gallons. So that should be updated.
Yep.
And probably update the site plan according to what the septic
To make it
design
consistent.
shows, so it's consistent.
Yep. Yeah, I think what we had looked at was the 4-unit design, and we think that had just the 2 tanks. So we added a third for the 3-building design and moved from there, so. But we can get that, work with Frick to do that.
Yep,
you all set? Ron?
I think so.
Anybody else on the
Oh,
board?
I have it, sorry.
Your
How
board.
tall are these buildings?
Maybe 133 feet.
Yeah, I don't remember, if there could be some,
They're 3 stories,
Yeah.
so it's,
so that's probably around 30 feet.
It's gotta be pushing that.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here, 34 and a half. So if I check a code,
We don't have that. Does that include your roof peak?
yep, I believe so.
Patty?
I think it's to the gable, top of the gable.
I believe it is to the peak.
Okay.
30-foot maximum, correct?
Yeah.
I think the ordinance says 2 stories or 30 feet,
Okay,
which is low compared to other towns.
Yeah.
yep,
Most other towns are 35 feet.
okay. But as of now, and you'll double check, it's 30 feet. Okay. Do you have any additional comments or questions for the applicant?
I have comments for the board.
Okay,
So following our ordinance, like we agreed to do,
yep,
this is pre-application meeting.
yep,
So we should schedule an on-site inspection, and after that, we have 30 days to provide comments to the application before they submit their preliminary plan.
okay. So you're saying we should do a site walk?
That's what the ordinance says, yes.
Okay. And that's different from the first application?
I don't think we followed the ordinance on the first application.
So we should have set a site walk.
Yes.
So, that's in there, does it say we must or we,
You may schedule an
You may.
on-site inspection, and the board has 30 days after the on-site to make suggestions. So if you,
I typically like to get all the questions answered so that when we go there, we can,
it's not what the
Wow.
ordinance says.
because after preliminary review, which is the next step, we have opportunity to do a site walk, site walk again, correct?
I don't see it in the ordinance.
All right, well then, let's
Schedule a site walk.
set a site walk. Next Monday? Does that work for people? So you gonna be around?
The application should be somewhat complete, if not complete.
You say we already had a site walk for the 4th?
So this is sketch plan or preliminary?
Pre-application.
So this is a sketch. Correct?
I was under the impression that we were in front of the town for sketch
A while.
some point ago.
Maybe, it was less than a year ago.
Over a year?
Yeah, it's been over a
Okay,
year.
so that,
You have to start.
you got to start back with sketch, okay.
Yep.
So pre-application review within 30 days.
I think she handed you a piece of paper that had what was on there.
It's right in the ordinance. I just copied the ordinance.
How does everybody feel about next Monday night?
I'm fine. 13.2A3, the planning board may schedule an on-site inspection. 13.2A4, within 30 days of the on-site inspection, the planning board may make design suggestions which the applicant should make as part of the development plan.
So let's,
Does somebody want to make a motion to have a sidewalk on August 4th at 6 PM?
I'll make a motion for site walk for MFOO is my paper. Thank you very much. For James Lowry, PE BH2M, for MFOO Properties subdivision for 6-unit condo complex on Spruce Swamp Road, map 8, lot 14.
I'll second.
I have a motion by Craig, a second by Roger to set a sidewalk for MBO properties.
Oh, wait a minute,
Excuse me, go ahead.
5:30, 6 o'clock?
6 o'clock,
6 p.m.
6 PM.
6 p.m.
Okay. Discussion? Okay, that's a site walk on August 4th at 6 PM for MFOO properties on Spruce Swamp Road, that's map 8, lot 14. Discussion, all those in favor? Before? Scott?
Okay.
Is there an address
Yeah,
on
yeah,
that?
you
or-
know.
Is there a number or close
I
number for
understand.
Spruce
I
Swamp
know.
Road?
I'm,
Didn't see
I just want to put it in the,
So you're not voting?
I'll just put Spruce Swamp Road, I'll find it.
Okay, can you do some preliminary staking of where the
Yeah.
units, we don't need exact locations, maybe center line of the road as you come in off Spruce Swamp,
Yep,
and then maybe some rough pins of where the units are gonna be.
some like building corners.
Yep.
Yep,
And then the location of, I know it's gonna have to be designed, whatever, but basically where the
Rough location of
rough
the septic.
location of the storage tanks and of the leach field.
oh, yeah, the septic tanks.
Septic
Yep,
tanks,
Yep,
Do we need delineation of the wetlands in the back, or do you think that's,
So Jerry,
yes?
all of those items are listed as items to be flagged for the preliminary site walk.
Okay,
I mean, I think it's basically for you to see the
Yep.
lot, to see if there's any
yep,
Giant
natural
holes.
features that we need special care of, or just a general.
okay.
We've done this before.
So we'll see you on the 4th?
see you on the 4th, we'll,
Do you
get
have
out there and,
any comments or questions for us?
Do we want to set an alternative date in case it's pouring rain, or what?
You wanna do the next day?
Yeah, let's do Tuesday.
If it does fall to Tuesday, I'm actually gonna be in Caswell, so I will take a vacation.
Okay, if it does fall on a Tuesday, can you do a self?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so let's amend that to, rain day of Tuesday, August 5th at 6 PM if it's pouring rain. Okay? We all, discussion, all those in favor? Okay. All right, okay, I think we're all set for now.
all right, thank
evening.
you all.
Thank you.
Yep.
Sorry, what was the vote on that?
4.
Four.
Okay, CEO report, I think she's left, or is she coming back?
I think she's left.
Okay. Approval of minutes for July 14th.
I was all set with them. I'll make the motion, accept.
Okay,
I'll second.
I have a motion by Scott, a second by Roger to approve the minutes for July 14th as written. Discussion, all those in favor? Before, one missing. Okay,
I'm not here at all.
Just have I have the stormwater report for the 6-lot condo, if anybody wants to take a peek at it.
which one?
I, yeah,
Oh, okay,
I do have another one, if somebody else would like a copy of it.
okay, that's for the Spruce Swamp?
Yes,
Okay,
so I was,
yep. Approval of bills, Mr. Treasurer, any bills?
I have no bills that I'm aware of.
Okay. Communications, I do not have any communications whatsoever. Other business?
What about officers? I've asked around a little bit around town, some good reputable people that I know around town
Yep.
about stepping in on the planning board
Yep,
for the remainder of the year and not getting anywhere.
I actually,
Scott has,
I ran into someone last week, who
showed an interest.
showed interest. I think
So-
he's already called and got to schedule an appointment with a selectman.
Good.
I was gonna say, so did the selectmen appoint the planning board
They do.
For 1 year,
for 1 year? Yeah.
till the next
Yeah,
election
he's
cycle
a
starts.
civil engineer for about 20 years.
So I guess my question really is, should we be electing officers like next meeting? Whether we get somebody else or not? Or do we? I mean, I'm happy going the way we are.
Do we want to do it the next meeting, or wait till we have a full board?
I think we should do it
Next meeting.
next meeting, because there could be
Yep. Okay, Roxanne, can you put on the agenda for the next meeting that we'll have elections for chairman, vice chairman, treasurer, and secretary, correct?
Yep.
Those are the 4 positions.
Full positions.
Anybody like to address the board? No? Good. Chair will entertain a motion to adjourn at 7:48?
7:54.
7:53.
I can't see that, okay.
4.
7:54. Discussion, all those in favor? Good evening.
Thank you.